Copacabana is closed for renovations in 1962. Italian-American bouncer Tony Lip looks for work in the Bronx. Dr. Don Shirley, an African-American pianist looking for a driver for his 8-week performance tour through the Midwest and Deep South, invites him to an interview. Tony's references convince Don to hire him. They leave with the intention of arriving back in New York City on Christmas Eve. The Negro Motorist Green Book, a directory allowing African-American travelers to locate lodging, dining establishments, and gas stations that would accommodate them in the Jim Crow South, is given to Tony by Don's record company. Tony and Don first disagree because Tony feels awkward being urged to act more elegantly, and Don is offended by Tony's habits. As the tour goes on, Tony is increasingly horrified by the unfair treatment Don encounters from his hosts and the general public when he is not on stage, and continues to be fascinated by Don's piano talent. Before Tony can save him, a group of white males in Louisville, Kentucky, beat Don and make life-threatening threats in a bar. For the remainder of the tour, he tells Don not to leave the house without him. Don assists Tony in writing moving letters to his wife throughout the journey, and these letters profoundly affect her. Don is reluctant to reach out to his own estranged brother despite Tony's encouragement, since he feels like his success and professional life have made him feel alone. Tony bribes police to keep Don from being arrested after he is subsequently discovered having a gay relationship with a white man at a pool. After a police officer pulls them over in the middle of the night in a town that has just gone to sleep, Tony strikes the officer after being insulted, and the two are then detained in Mississippi. Don requests to call his attorney while they are detained, but instead uses the call to speak with Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy, who exerts pressure on the police and governor to release the two. Don is turned away from the country club's whites-only dining room on the evening of his final performance in Birmingham, Alabama, where he has been hired to perform. Tony threatens the proprietor, and Don declines to perform because they won't serve him in the space where his audience is. Don plays the piano in the band as Tony and Don depart the venue and eat dinner at a black blues bar. In an effort to get home by Christmas Eve, the two set off for the north but become stuck in a blizzard. They are then stopped once more by a policeman. Both are fearful they will receive the same treatment. Both are shocked when the officer turns out to be kind and just pulled them over because he observed one of their tires was going to go out, as they were afraid they were about to receive the same treatment. They are able to make it home when the officer assists them in changing a flat tire. Don declines Tony's invitation to join his family for supper. Don changes his mind while alone at home and goes back to Tony's house, where he is greeted with a pleasant surprise by Tony's extended family. Don and Tony's actual images are displayed on the final title cards. It says that Tony returned to his job at the Copacabana while Don continued to tour and make music. They remained friends up until their deaths in 2013, which occurred months apart.